So let's talk about the difference between Amazon influencers and traditional influencers. And by traditional influencers, I mean people with just a ton of followers who may be on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram and who just have a massive following and who are really entertaining, but they're not Amazon influencers. And yes, if you're wondering where I am today, I'm along the rushing Saco River that appears to be flooding because all the snow is finally melting here in Maine. So let's dive in. What is an Amazon influencer? An Amazon influencer is somebody who's built up a following, or somebody who has a Amazon following, who probably is going live on their Amazon shop. They have an Amazon store, and they're recommending Amazon products. Often they're people who are doing Amazon reviews of products that they found on that platform, and people find them entertaining, yes, but more importantly, they found a way to create great content that influences people into buying products on Amazon. Now, specifically, they appeal to Amazon shoppers. The difference between an Amazon influencer and a traditional influencer is typically a traditional influencer is somebody who's really entertaining. Somebody who people just love to watch, right? You go on there and you watch them on Instagram or on YouTube, or you're swiping through TikTok and you watch them do their thing for a while, and then you swipe up and you watch them do another thing, whatever it may be, but they might not actually influence you into buying. And it's a common problem with influencer marketing is their influence may take a while to influence your buying habits. Whereas with Amazon influencers, typically the buying intent of the watcher is pretty intentional. If you're watching somebody on an Amazon live stream, it's a lot like watching the Home Shopping Network or watching QVC. You're watching them because you want to know what this person recommends you buy on Amazon right then. Another major difference of an Amazon influencer versus a traditional influencer is the platforms. An Amazon influencer is, you guessed it, typically they're on Amazon. They have an Amazon shop, they're typically going live on Amazon, and maybe they have other platforms that they're active on, but their major platform is gonna be on Amazon. And they're gonna be directing shoppers to Amazon. They may be doing creator connection campaigns, which you can learn about in some of my other videos, and they may be doing other affiliate type style videos or agreements, but their major platform is Amazon. Whereas influencers, they may be on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, but a lot of their content's going to be entertaining or lifestyle based, which is great if you're looking to build brand awareness or educational, or you're looking to people to do DIY or explainer videos, or you just want to get the word about your product so you can build brand awareness. But if you're looking to sell your product or you're a single product-based business, traditional influencers might not be the way to immediately launch your product, especially if you're a single product-based business that is trying to launch and needs to generate revenue immediately. Now, I've seen this happen multiple times with clients where they've been convinced that just because someone has 2 or 3 million followers, they're going to be able to convince people to buy stuff. When in fact, what they're really great at doing is getting people to watch their videos, but what they're not great at doing is getting people to buy. But you know what Amazon influencers are really great at doing? Recommending products for people to buy. Here's the third big difference: how you pay them. Amazon influencers know there's a commission base. There's that very low Amazon commission base that's offered of the 2, 3, 4, 5% that Amazon offers all influencers. There's creator connection campaigns that go 50% higher, 20%, and you can offer special commissions to Amazon influencers. But many Amazon influencers aren't necessarily going to be coming to you and looking for massive price tags to endorse your product. Whereas if you go for traditional influencers who have 5 or 6 million followers, you could be looking at a $15,000 or $20,000 price tag for a single video. And you know what really sucks? Is when you pay that price and you get 4 or 5 or 15 million views on your video and not a single product sells afterward. I think we all heard about what happened when the great and almighty Snoop Dogg endorsed Solo Stove. Sales didn't come afterwards, and who was it that lost his job? The guy who hired Snoop after that, because Snoop's influence is great and mighty, yes, and sure, a lot of people loved him, but turns out Snoop didn't influence all that many stove sales. He's just really good at entertaining people. And this is when I realized I'd be doing us all a disservice if I didn't mention that the world of UGC, user-generated content, meaning hiring just really great content creators who are really good at creating fantastic video endorsements of products that they believe in, guys like Walter Sims and others who I highly recommend to try out your products and create reviews of the products that they believe in, that you can use in your ads if you're good at creating social media ads and social media content, is another fantastic and economical way to create really great content. That's another alternative to working with high-priced influencers. And if you're curious about UGC content and how that all works, you can check out my book, User-Generated Content for Brands, on Amazon. So there's a massive difference when you're choosing influencers. You want to know, do I want sales? Do I want brand exposure? Or do I want awareness? Because if I want immediate sales, and if I'm a small business owner and a single product business, and I'm on Amazon, then maybe what I need to be doing is looking at a whole bunch of Amazon influencers that I can approach and get interested in my product. And if you're a small business owner looking to launch a single product-based business, I would recommend that you're probably going to be looking to work with Amazon influencers versus traditional influencers, because Amazon influencers aren't likely to be looking for a massive payment up front versus traditional influencers, whose payment up front many times is thousands of dollars. Whether or not they're worth it can be really up for debate, because they think that their influence is massive because, heck, they do have thousands and thousands and sometimes millions of followers. Whether or not they can actually sell anything, they'll never be able to tell you, because many times nobody can actually track it. So do your research, and if you have a lot of questions, let me know. But don't get fooled by the numbers of followers, because so many of those numbers can be manipulated. Look at what matters, and what matters is what's going to help you get to your goals. Do you need to move product? Do you need to raise brand awareness? Or perhaps you need to do a hybrid approach and look to do both. Hire some Amazon influencers and hire some traditional influencers too, and then you have the best of both worlds. But no matter what, do know this: you're gonna need budget. None of these people work for free, and nor should they be expected to. If you have questions, hit me up, because I'm here to help.